Hey Barbie, it's Barbie, and you're about to be read. Okay, so are you ready? Confirmations that this reading is for you. The color yellow is significant. Sirens are significant. Vans, a van is driving by as we speak. Infinity car, the color gray or shades of gray. Emotional instability is significant. The unknown, the abyss, the darkness. If you've been exploring those themes of yourself and of your life, that is also significant. The energies that are currently present and that have guided me to give this message, the mother energy. The mother energy, specifically Mother Mary. She's literally on my nails, and when I got these nails, I didn't even realize she was on there. And I've just been running into so many Marys, like so many people called Mary in my life right now, and I'm just like, okay, hey girl, how you doing? So anytime that I channel, I'm gonna tell you who's talking, like, and it's taking me a while to get to this point where it's like, okay, I can identify what's going on. For a long time I was like, who's, like, where is this coming from? Spirit, like, it's different spirits, like, and if you're on your intuitive journey, understanding and discerning who's talking to you is extremely significant. Now, this is not for everyday people, okay? Like, we crazy over here, if you want to call us that, but this is a gift of understanding yourself, understanding the environment that you live in, understanding that you have been lied to about a lot of things, and there's way more going on than you would like to believe, okay? Science says, that's what I wanted to say. Science says that humans can only see 0.001 of the light spectrum. Now, let's do math. You're back in school, okay? 99.999%. You cannot see 99.99% of the light spectrum. You can only see 0.01%. Okay, so what the fuck is going on around you that you cannot see? I digress. Okay, so I'm done hiding. Like, I don't care about none of the politics. That's also something I've been dealing with, a lot of shame. And this reading is directly guided to people who have been feeling a lot of shame about maybe their situation, maybe some things that they can't get over, or like a bad habit that you have, or maybe your gift or who you are, your personality, or how you show up, like who you are being as a being. A lot of us feel shame for who we are. And so this message is for you, to encourage you, to remind you that you being as you are is not shameful. Again, this message is coming from my higher self, a version of me 50 years into the future, 2050, and she's saying, you just be present. There's so many things going on, and the answers are not in perfection. No matter how much every single aspect of this reality is trying to strive for perfection, whether it's the perfect body through plastic surgery, whether it's the perfect system through AI, whether it's the perfect family, whatever. It's so many people that want to be quote unquote perfect. And she's saying the answers are not in perfection. We have seen perfection, and it does truly nothing for you except you being able to say this is perfect. But even when you can say that, there's still imperfection, because the emotions don't change. The emotions are still present. The emotions still move. Okay, so being 1,000% present in who you are and anything that you're going through and anything that you feel like burdens you. For example, I'm just going to be honest because that's the type of person that I am. I'm a binge eater. Today at dinner, I had 2 fucking tiramisu cakes, and it wasn't big. It wasn't like, it was a lot. It wasn't that big though, but like 2, like, come on. And I was like, the shame that started to bubble and build afterwards, the shift in energy. You could say it's the quality of food, and that's also true. But my spirit was like, notice the shame. That's what is controlling you. That's what's keeping you from your sovereignty or your ability to claim, okay, this is what I want to do. It's the shame, the underlying shame of the situation. And it turns into a loop. You know, it creates that same shame that you're feeling, creates the need or want to binge. And then after you binge, it creates more shame. And so when does it get cut off? When does it stop? When do you introduce yourself? Where's the space for you and your desires? And so being completely present in whatever shame, whatever fear, whatever negative emotions that may be supplying the habits that you are experiencing at this moment. You think it's a fundamental flaw, but you are indeed flawless. And that's the crazy part. Because it is your mind that creates the moral obligation or the moral weight to be a certain type of way or to act a certain type of way or to do a certain type of thing. Ultimately, the body is conditional to its environment and can overcome anything. Do you hear me? Are you listening? And yes, there are rules, guidelines, practices that can help you, what they say, live a longer life. But ultimately, the body is conditional, regardless of what's going on. And humans have survived disasters, floods, hurricanes, fires, natural disasters, whatever, asteroids, change in environments and in environmental shifts. If you feel like there wasn't any life on this planet when there was ice, you are sadly mistaken. There were bodies on this planet when it was frozen. So the body is ultimately conditional, and it is your mind. It is the way that you feel. It is your frequency that guides your habits and what your body can endure. The contracts, what you agree to within yourself. And so obviously there are universal contracts, ones that we all agree on, but know that they can always change. And so understanding that and knowing that they can also change, and knowing that they have been changed, that they were different before, that you have memories within your body of different contracts or different planets. And so the shame that you're feeling, the shame that's bubbling up inside of you because of a certain habit or a certain thing, the shame that isn't allowing you to progress or be present, the shame that is disconnecting you from your power, your will, disconnecting you from your body, it's illusionary. It's illusionary. It's not real. And so reclaiming that power over yourself, reclaiming that power over yourself, reclaiming that power over your mind, your emotions, allowing yourself to be free. And ultimately, you will get the desired results because you are just being. This is not about surrendering to trauma. This is not about me going to the store and buying 15 bags of chips and eating them all. That's not what I'm saying. That would be ridiculous. You would have a sick mind to think like that. But what I am saying is that presence is key. Mental awareness in every single aspect, in every single moment is key. Understanding that every single life form, as it is currently, is sacred. And that anything that your mind is trying to obligate you to do is illusionary. And maybe, just maybe, if you're still suffering from something, there might be something there. There might be a story there. There might be a message there. And if you slowed down, if you gained perspective, if you try just a little bit to understand yourself better, you would see it. You at your core are not flawed. You at your core, you're not evil. And any religion, any fraction, any group of people that try to tell you that are sick. You are not sinful at your core. You aren't wrong at your core. You aren't negligent at your core. You aren't lazy at your core. At your core, you are light. You are energy. And you choose the direction, the angle, the degree as to which your light shines. And if right now it's dimmer, just be present in it. There's nothing wrong with that. Understand presence. Understand who you are. Understand what you're going through. Understand your story. Don't allow yourself to get lost in the fucking sauce of this shit. Be present. Let's do a little bit of breathing. I want you to take a big belly breath inward, filling your belly and chest all the way up with air. Exhale. Inhale again. Exhale. Ooh. Inhale. Exhale. And imagine with every breath, your energetic field is being cleansed. It's being cleared. Inhale. Exhale. With every breath, you're becoming lighter, more fuller, more freer, more in touch with who you truly are. Inhale. Exhale. Tapping into the gratitude, the peace, the joy that is all around you. Tapping into the perfection that is at your core, the light that is at your core, the love that is at your core. Inhale, baby. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Exhale. Shame, shame, shame. Shame on you for thinking any less of yourself. Remember who you are. Remember that you are perfect. Be present in your perfection. Be present in your mistakes. Be present in your failures. Be present in your wins. Be present in your anxiety. Be present in your laughter. Be present in every single aspect of yourself, of your life, of your light. You are not flawed at your core. You are experiencing at your core. You are being at your core. You are creating at your core. And don't allow any one person, any group of people, any fraction, any cult, any religion, any order to convince you of your shame. You are love. And that's a message straight from the mother. I love you so much. Do you hear me? If nobody's told you that, if nobody's expressed that to you, if nobody's shown you, here is your daily reminder that you are loved by the planet herself, by God himself, by the universe, their selves. Okay? I love you so much. Bye.